Why do priests not marry? It's not biblical. I've tried finding stuff in the Bible. Okay, so the one place that talks about if priests can be married is in 1 Timothy 3:1, where it says he needs to be husband to one wife. In different translations, it says faithful to one wife. It's all within the context of like, he can't be a terrible person. Like, he needs to be hospitable. He can't be a drunk. He can't be addicted to gambling. Like, all of this important stuff is very good. He can't quarrel. He needs to be gentle. It basically just means he needs to be a good person. Later on in 1 Timothy 3, it talks about, and here are the requirements for someone who is being a deacon, right? It just means he has to be holy. A priest should be a holy person who is not caught up in paganism or the ways of the world and who isn't attached to unholy things. Absolutely true. Doesn't say anything about whether or not he should be married. It's actually in the early church common practice that the priests weren't married. In fact, interestingly enough, in the old Jewish custom, priests were not married after they became a priest. Like, they could have kids, they could, sleep with their wife and all that stuff. But afterwards, no more sleeping with their wife after they became a priest and they started performing priestly duties. Not because sex was dirty, but because they were trying to remove from their brain any sort of thoughts that would distract them from God. Now, within church history, it was on and off. It was never really banned. It wasn't like hey, you can't do this sort of a thing until like the 1100s at the First Lateran Council. And the reason that happened is because a bunch of priests had a bunch of wives or even concubines and mistresses, and they started treating church property in churches as if it was just like hereditary property. And all of a sudden, oh, your son wants to be a priest? Oh man, and I guess he'll just serve in the same cathedral as you were, and it just became a mini royaldom. So yeah, that's why we stopped. It was permitted. It's one of those things, like, the church could go back and say priests can be married again, but we tried it and it had terrible results.